I've ever seen. And that's not just because I don't like her. Some people just can't accept the fact that their time has passed. And so they're using all these young girls. Nicki, let me just hear her name. Political. Nicki's using all these young girls to be able to leverage their name because she felt.
Who would have thought Jason Lee and Nicki Minaj would ever end up sounding like they were on the same wavelength about anything? That idea seemed impossible, especially after their long, messy, and very public feud kept social media buzzing for years. The tension between them was impossible to ignore. Back in September 2023, Jason Lee grabbed headlines after making a viral allegation involving Nicki Minaj. He claimed that she and her husband had allegedly targeted him in a serious way, and the story spread across the internet at lightning speed. The allegation quickly turned into one of the hottest online discussions, with people debating it nonstop. Jason didn't back away from his claims either. He said he had evidence to support what he was saying, and even stated that he was prepared to bring that evidence to the district attorney.
Nicki to be the queen that she could be. I want her to be respected and regarded the way that she deserves to be for her talent. But, nonetheless, you gotta own what you own.
These two have traded criticism and been caught up in drama for years, but the entertainment world moves fast, and sometimes former rivals end up finding common ground when bigger situations enter the picture. Now social media is packed with rumors and speculation that Jason Lee and Nicki Minaj could be lining up on the same side when it comes to Jay-Z. And that unexpected twist has people talking everywhere. Many fans never saw this possibility coming, and online reactions have been non-stop. Jason has repeatedly spoken about powerful figures he believes influence major industry decisions, especially Jay-Z, and those comments reportedly sparked tension with the Carters. During an episode of his podcast, Jason claimed people connected to Jay-Z had been reaching out to him about his public statements. He said, "Jay-Z, I know you are watching because you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You got people calling me. Call me yourself because this right here is gonna go viral. I will tell you to the audience, if I do come up missing, all the calls I've been getting have been about him." That statement immediately got people talking online and sparked a flood of reactions. Social media users started dissecting every word, with many wondering what exactly Jason was trying to suggest. The comment section went into overdrive, and speculation spread fast across multiple platforms. For many observers, this was one of the first major moments where Jason publicly presented himself as someone who felt pressure from powerful industry circles allegedly connected to Roc Nation, and people quickly began drawing their own conclusions. What made the situation even more interesting was that Nicki Minaj had also publicly shared frustrations about industry dynamics in the past. Because of that, fans started paying very close attention to the similarities in their public comments. The shift caught a lot of people off guard and created even more discussion online. Many viewers also noticed that Jason appeared to be moving closer to outspoken figures like Jaguar Wright and Nicki Minaj in public conversations. Both names have frequently come up in ongoing online debates, rumors, and allegations involving Jay-Z and Roc Nation, at least according to public discussions and social media chatter. That alone was enough to keep timelines buzzing because Jason and Nicki had spent years publicly clashing, so seeing any overlap in their viewpoints felt like a major surprise to many followers. Rumors of a possible truce between Jason and Nicki gained even more attention after reports that Jay-Z selected Kendrick Lamar for the 2025 Super Bowl performance instead of Lil Wayne. The decision triggered strong reactions online, and Nicki openly expressed her disappointment. Around the same time, Jason appeared to shift his focus toward what he described as larger industry gatekeeping issues, rather than continuing his usual criticism of Nicki, and people definitely noticed the change. Fans also started noticing that Jason wasn't going after Nicki with the same intensity during her public controversies, and that caught a lot of attention online. People discussed the change non-stop because it felt very different from the way he had addressed her in the past.
He has been through some trauma, and some of with Roc Nation, with the Perez, with other individuals. What I can say about that is I've witnessed and heard a lot of things. Again, is hearsay, right? So it doesn't even bother. That's why I'm not even going to go into detail with that.
Many also pointed out that only months earlier, Jason had been connected to viral discussions involving controversial hashtags associated with Nicki. which made the shift seem even more surprising. At the same time, Nicki was already facing criticism from some people over her political opinions, and following her post-Grammy reactions, certain critics argued that she appeared heavily focused on a handful of specific issues. As those conversations grew louder, Jason's response seemed noticeably different from what many expected, and that definitely had people raising their eyebrows. Looking at Jason's commentary throughout late 2025 and early 2026, many observers felt his overall tone had changed in a major way. Rather than simply throwing insults at Nicki like he had during previous disputes, he began describing her as someone he believed was allegedly being affected by larger political and industry forces behind the scenes. That shift became a major talking point among followers watching the situation unfold. On episodes of the Jason Lee podcast, he reportedly discussed Nicki's political controversies as the actions of an artist he suggested had been sidelined by influential industry figures. He also referenced major names, including Jay-Z, while criticizing what he described as industry gatekeeping practices, and he has continued repeating that message for months. Meanwhile, Nicki has remained outspoken herself, repeatedly claiming that powerful industry figures, including Jay-Z, have attempted to limit her opportunities, damage her career momentum, and elevate artists such as Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion ahead of her. Those claims have continued to fuel debate and speculation across social media platforms. Nicki previously went on a fiery public rant that quickly exploded across social media after she accused Jay-Z and Tidal of allegedly misleading her about her stake in the streaming platform's sale. The comments spread fast, with fans and critics rushing online to debate her claims and share their opinions. The controversy quickly became one of the most talked about topics in entertainment circles. She also alleged that both Jay-Z and Steve Stoute were promoting false narratives while attempting to quiet her concerns through a large financial offer. That accusation alone shocked many people and sparked another wave of online discussion. But Nicki wasn't finished. She further claimed that significant resources were allegedly being used behind the scenes to support Megan Thee Stallion's hiss over her own track, Bigfoot. And those remarks pushed the conversation to an even louder level online. As the speculation continued, many fans started wondering whether there was more taking place behind the scenes than the public could see. More recently, Nicki again suggested that she believes she has faced professional obstacles allegedly connected to Jay-Z and other influential figures in the industry. According to her claims, those issues have been a major factor in slowing down the release of new music. Nicki also alleged that unnamed individuals were attempting to create problems within her marriage by spreading false information and using influential connections to cause division. In addition, she claimed that her social media accounts, along with fan pages supporting her, were being shadow banned as part of what she described as a coordinated effort to reduce her visibility online and weaken her brand's reach.
If I have the opportunity to speak with Nicki, would love to connect with her on that. But I've kind of seen, just like you firsthand, how they've they've abused her of her platform, they have her talent, they've her freedom of speech, they've her family, they've attacked her husband, they've attacked her child.
Those allegations generated yet another intense round of debate across social media platforms. According to Nicki, she had what she described as receipts, showing that certain platform features connected to her online activity were allegedly being disrupted. She also shared reports from fans who claimed they experienced unusual technical issues while trying to interact with her posts and content. Those claims quickly spread across social media and added even more intensity to an already heated conversation. Nicki also reposted an interview featuring Damari Hadley, the estranged daughter of Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez. During that interview, Damari made serious allegations while involved in legal disputes with her mother, claiming that Roc Nation had worked against Nicki Minaj and interfered with her ability to speak freely. The interview immediately caught attention and sparked another wave of online debate. As those discussions continued, Nicki kept highlighting claims that powerful industry figures had allegedly targeted more than just her professional career. She suggested that people close to her, including her husband and members of her inner circle, had also been affected by what she described as coordinated efforts against her. Those statements made the controversy feel even more personal and emotional, leading many fans to ask difficult questions and closely follow every new development. These headline-grabbing allegations pushed the situation to another level and kept public debate going across social media platforms. Because of everything that has unfolded, many online observers now speculate that Jason Lee and Nicki Minaj could be finding common ground when it comes to broader claims and controversies involving Jay-Z, even though they were once outspoken rivals. Fans have also noticed that the usual public back and forth between Jason Lee and Nicki Minaj appears to have cooled down compared to the non-stop chaos people had grown accustomed to seeing. That change alone has fueled a lot of speculation online.
And it's sad. It's really sad. Somebody so resourceful, talented, high profile as Nicki Minaj being targeted. It should really scare the American people. It should really scare you guys too, right? Because I'm the daughter, so it's like at this point, if it's happening to me, I think she's really outspoken, and I'm grateful that she's being outspoken on it, because I think she's almost seeing it like, well, it happened to me, it's happening to her. Let me speak up on it. Nobody is safe, right?
Some rumors have even suggested that Jason allegedly hinted behind the scenes that Jay-Z and Beyoncé played a significant role in professionally sidelining Nicki Minaj. Those claims remain unverified, but they have certainly sparked intense debate across social media platforms. Because these are serious allegations, discussions have continued non-stop, with supporters and critics arguing over what is fact, what is opinion, and what remains pure speculation. The topic has grown far beyond just Jason and Nicki, with many commentators using it as part of larger conversations about influence, power, and industry politics within the music business. Some observers have also pointed to older industry stories involving artists such as Blue Cantrell when discussing broader questions about how performers are supported throughout their careers. These past situations are often brought up whenever conversations turn toward industry power structures and the challenges artists may face after their biggest moments in the spotlight. Blue Cantrell was once viewed as one of music's rising stars, with reports suggesting that major labels were eager to work with her. However, after achieving several successful hits, questions began circulating when her contract situation with Arista Records reportedly broke down in 2004. Around the same period, some discussions also emerged regarding whether she had been fully compensated for her work, adding another layer to the ongoing conversation about artist treatment in the industry. That situation became part of a much larger conversation about how some artists can end up feeling overlooked, unsupported, or at a disadvantage within major label systems. Many people pointed to Blue Cantrell's experiences as an example of the challenges performers can face while trying to navigate a complicated and highly competitive industry. During an interview on I Got Soul, Blue reportedly explained that one of the biggest obstacles in her career was a lack of proper guidance. She suggested that having the right people around her at key moments could have dramatically changed the way she handled the business side of the music world. According to Blue, stronger direction and support may have made a major difference in the path her career ultimately took. Those comments struck a chord with many fans and sparked discussions about how often artists are expected to figure everything out on their own. One of the last major headlines involving Blue came in 2012 when reports stated that she was taken to a hospital in Santa Monica for a psychological evaluation following a concerning public incident. According to news reports at the time, authorities responded after bystanders observed her appearing distressed and shouting in the street, leading to concerns about her well-being. The incident generated significant media attention and became a widely discussed topic online. Over the years, internet rumors have attempted to connect Blue's career challenges to alleged issues involving major industry figures, including Beyoncé and Jay-Z. However, those claims have remained largely speculative. Some rumors even suggested there were personal complications involving Jay-Z, but Blue publicly rejected that narrative. During an appearance with Wendy Williams, she acknowledged that she once had a strong crush on Jay-Z, yet she made it crystal clear that rumors claiming anything beyond that were completely untrue. Like many celebrity stories, the speculation surrounding Blue Cantrell eventually grew far beyond what could be confirmed, adding even more mystery to her public image. As rumors spread across blogs, forums, and social media, her story became a major topic for people trying to piece together what really happened behind the scenes.
politics speaking?
No, I really do think they're in love. I have a big crush on him now. I'll tell you that much.
Did you podcast?
Still have a crush on him? No. No, I didn't. No, I'm really selective about it.
What?
Really. I really like him though. And I don't care who he's dating. I always had a crush on him though.
If he came in right now and we were all not here.
Beyond Blue, Mia was also one of the biggest stars of her generation and built an impressive career in the music industry. She released her self-titled debut album, Mia, in 1998 through Interscope Records and followed it with successful projects such as Fear of Flying and Mood Ring. Over the years, she sold millions of albums in the United States, earned major industry recognition, received a Grammy nomination, and delivered several hit songs that kept her name in the spotlight. As her profile continued to rise, rumors and speculation also began circulating about alleged personal and professional tension connected to Jay-Z following their collaboration on the remix of Best of Me. Those claims spread online for years, with some people suggesting that strained industry relationships may have impacted her momentum. However, many of those allegations remain unverified, and there is no clear public evidence supporting many of the rumors that continue to circulate. Online discussions have also expanded to include other artists whose careers experienced setbacks or unexpected changes. Names such as Taira Mari, MIA, and others are often mentioned in broader conversations about industry gatekeeping, influence, and powerful figures within the entertainment business, including the Carters. Still, every artist's situation is unique, and the circumstances behind their careers can vary significantly from one case to another. Nicki Minaj has repeatedly stated that she believes major professional obstacles have affected her career, and she has never been shy about expressing those concerns publicly. Over the past several years, she has continued speaking out about what she views as unfair treatment within the entertainment industry, keeping her name at the center of ongoing discussions about influence, power, and decision-making behind the scenes. More recently, Nicki has made additional claims involving high-profile industry figures, adding even more attention to debates that were already generating strong reactions online. Her comments have fueled constant discussion across social media, with supporters and critics alike questioning whether there may be larger issues at play within the business. As a result, conversations about industry influence and control have only become louder. Nicki has also shared controversial and unverified allegations involving powerful individuals, connecting her concerns to broader topics such as fame, influence, and long-established industry structures. In various social media posts, she has referenced public celebrity relationships and other high-profile controversies while voicing frustration with both entertainment industry practices and political issues. Those posts attracted significant attention and quickly became major talking points online. By combining personal career concerns with wider cultural and political commentary, Nicki's messages often generated intense reactions from every side of the debate. Supporters defended her perspective, critics challenged her claims, and social media became flooded with reactions, theories, and non-stop discussions from people trying to understand what might be happening behind the scenes. At the same time, many observers believe Jason Lee understands just how massive online conversations about Jay-Z, industry gatekeeping, and celebrity influence have become in recent years. These topics regularly dominate headlines, generate millions of views, and spark non-stop debate across social media.
What? I'm just saying, you're in New York.
Yeah, okay. And what
If you ran into him and everything was right, would you make that play?
I wouldn't turn it down. Let's just put it that way.
Jason has built much of his career around discussing trending entertainment stories, and many people recognize that he understands how quickly controversial topics can gain momentum online. Even though Jason spent years as one of Nicki Minaj's most vocal critics, some also view him as a savvy media figure who knows how to position himself around major cultural moments. Because of that, speculation has grown that a stronger focus on discussions about alleged industry suppression and influence could become one of the biggest storylines associated with his platform. Whether that happens or not, the conversation has definitely grabbed people's attention. At the same time, Nicki's personal controversies, political commentary, and public disputes continue generating headlines, bringing even more attention to these broader discussions. Many followers have noticed what they see as a shift in Jason's tone toward her. What once appeared to be constant criticism is now being interpreted by some observers as a more nuanced perspective, with Jason sometimes portraying Nicki as someone he believes has faced challenges from larger industry forces, rather than being the central issue herself. That perceived change has sparked plenty of discussion online. Some people even speculate that if Nicki were ever to publicly share insider allegations about how powerful entertainment circles allegedly operate, and if Jason provided a major platform through Hollywood Unlocked, it could create a powerful alternative narrative that would send shockwaves through hip-hop conversations and dominate headlines for weeks. That possibility alone has social media buzzing non-stop. Just imagine the reaction if Nicki Minaj ever sat down for a major interview and openly discussed her experiences, naming individuals and sharing claims about what she believes happens behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. Whether people agreed with her or not, the internet would light up instantly, and every platform would be flooded with reactions, clips, and debates. Even with all the speculation surrounding a possible truce between Jason Lee and Nicki, Jason has not completely abandoned his role as a critic. As recently as early 2026, he has continued calling out Nicki over behavior and controversies he disagrees with, showing that he has not suddenly transformed into a full-time supporter overnight. That's exactly why so many people remain puzzled by what they're seeing. On one side, Jason still appears willing to criticize Nicki whenever he feels it's justified. On the other side, many fans have noticed that some of the concerns and frustrations expressed by both personalities seem to point towards similar industry figures, systems, or power structures. That overlap has become one of the most talked about parts of the story and has people paying close attention to every new comment and development. Social media users have been digging through old interviews, podcast episodes, and archived posts, trying to determine whether this rumored alignment is genuine or simply another online theory that has taken on a life of its own. Some believe the two may be quietly finding common ground, while others think both figures benefit from keeping these high-profile conversations in the spotlight because they continue generating attention and discussion. And if Jason and Nicki ever did publicly join forces, the headlines would be impossible to ignore. A major interview, a surprise collaboration, leaked communications, or even a single unexpected social media post could dominate entertainment news in a matter of hours. For now, however, nothing has been officially confirmed. At this stage, the story remains driven by speculation, rumors, and online chatter. One thing is certain, though. People remain completely invested because every new twist seems to make the situation even more dramatic and unpredictable. And one of the biggest reasons this story continues gaining momentum is because many fans believe there is still a lot happening behind the scenes that the public knows nothing about. Every new social media post, podcast clip, interview appearance, or cryptic message gets analyzed from every possible angle. Online users have been breaking down every detail, searching for clues and hidden meanings that might reveal a bigger picture. Some followers believe Nicki has been hinting for months that she feels isolated or unsupported within parts of the industry, while Jason's recent comments have only created more questions about where he truly stands. Is he preparing to reveal something bigger, or is he simply discussing topics that naturally attract massive attention and engagement?
Nicki is obsessed with, right? She says Chrissy Teigen has one. She's called Mia, she's called Don Lemon. I don't know what her obsession with are. But, here's the deal. I'm not thinking of Nicki Minaj today. I think that what she's doing, just the troping, the continuous disregard for the LGBT community, for her fans, for humanity, for everybody, it's an embarrassment to the culture. So I'm not really thinking of Nicki. And I think Billy Porter told my reporter the other day on the red carpet.
Those questions continue fueling endless conversations across social media. The debate has been relentless. Others argue that powerful industry relationships make situations like this far more complicated than most fans realize. In entertainment, public friendships can shift quickly, alliances can change without warning, and business interests often influence who speaks out, who stays silent, and who chooses to stay in the middle. Because of that, many people remain skeptical of what appears on the surface and believe there may be more to the story. Until someone directly addresses the rumors and speculation, discussions are likely to keep growing. And if even one major figure decides to publicly respond, the entire situation could become an even bigger headline almost instantly. That unpredictability is exactly what keeps people locked in. One unexpected interview, one leaked phone conversation, or one viral social media post could completely reshape the narrative and send the entertainment world into another frenzy overnight. In today's entertainment industry, stories spread at lightning speed, and public opinion can shift almost overnight. Nicki Minaj has built a reputation for speaking her mind, even when her comments spark controversy or make powerful people uncomfortable. Jason Lee, meanwhile, has never shied away from covering headline-grabbing topics and diving into the biggest conversations happening online. That combination is one reason so many people believe this rumored connection could become a major story if either of them ever decides to directly address the speculation. At the same time, plenty of critics argue that internet rumors often grow far beyond the available facts. Not every viral theory turns out to be true, and many of these discussions are still based on speculation, unverified claims, and people drawing connections that may or may not actually exist. So, that hasn't stopped social media from talking about it around the clock. For now, all eyes remain on what happens next. Will this rumored alignment quietly fade away? Or could it develop into one of the most surprising twists the entertainment world has seen in years? That question continues to keep people interested and watching closely. At the moment, nobody really knows where things are headed, and that uncertainty is what keeps the conversation alive. Every time Nicki shares a cryptic post or Jason comments on industry politics, people immediately tie it back to this growing theory that the two may be more aligned than anyone expected. Whether that theory is true or not, the speculation keeps getting louder. The internet has been reading between the lines non-stop, and the speculation has reached another level. Some fans believe Jason Lee and Nicki Minaj are being careful about what they say publicly, because any major revelation could have a much bigger impact if it comes at the right moment. Others think people are looking too deeply into the situation and creating a storyline that feels too dramatic and intriguing to ignore. Either way, the theories keep spreading across social media. What makes the conversation even more fascinating is how quickly former rivals can sometimes find common ground when larger issues enter the picture. The entertainment industry has seen public feuds cool down before, especially when people discover they share similar concerns, frustrations, or experiences. Because of that, some followers believe the possibility of an unexpected alliance cannot be completely ruled out. That idea alone has fans paying attention to every update, every interview, and every social media post. Right now, nobody knows whether this develops into a surprising public partnership or remains nothing more than internet gossip. One thing is certain, though. People are eagerly waiting for the next twist because the story continues generating attention and doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. If the situation keeps evolving, it could influence how some fans view several major figures within the entertainment world. That's also why every interview clip, repost, reaction, or subtle comment attracts so much discussion online. Many fans feel like they are watching a larger story unfold in real time. Some commentators and industry observers even believe the discussion has moved beyond old personal disagreements. Instead, they argue that it now centers on bigger questions about influence, loyalty, industry relationships, and who truly holds power behind the scenes of the music business. Those conversations have only been getting louder with each passing week. At the same time, plenty of skeptics continue reminding people not to confuse rumors with confirmed facts. Many of the claims being discussed online remain unverified, and social media has a habit of turning speculation into headline news long before all the details are fully known. Even so, that hasn't slowed the debate down one bit, and people are still talking about this situation non-stop. If either Nicki Minaj or Jason Lee decides to directly address these rumors through a major interview, podcast appearance, or public statement, it could instantly become one of the biggest entertainment stories of the year. Until that happens, fans remain glued to every update because many believe another unexpected twist could arrive at any moment. Every post, every comment, and every interview clip seems to spark a fresh wave of theories and reactions across social media. The biggest question still remains unanswered. Is there actually a real alliance developing behind the scenes? Is this simply a smart media and business strategy, or are Nicki and Jason just finding themselves on similar sides of certain issues right now? At this point, nobody knows for sure, and that mystery is exactly why the story continues to capture so much attention online. Now it's your turn. Do you think this alleged connection between Nicki and Jason is genuine, or is the internet reading way too much into the situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends so you don't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.